Hey, welcome back, beautiful Libras. Thank you for joining me here, Libra. I hope you're all doing really, really well. Let's get right into your read. Libra energy, please, and thank you. Messages, please, for Libra. There is only one light. Soul song. Transformation. Somebody feels like everything has gone wrong. Hang on. Let's read this soul song. Your soul emits a beautiful song, thinking of it as pulsating light moving in rhythm with the universe. Your song travels through light and is the background music of your life. Even if you can't hear your song with your physical ears, know it exists. We know animals hear sounds that we cannot. Your song is always resonating throughout the universe along with the music of the spheres and the sound the universe made when it was born. The greatest song of all. You can tune into it through your heart and through your throat. Be willing to live your life from the highest, most aligned, most loving perspective. The next song or piece of music that moves your inner world will help you tune into your soul. Or you can go out into nature. The music of nature balance and detoxifies you. Align with the sounds of the earth, and you will find the steps to take next. There is only one light. Someone feels like everything has gone wrong. That soul song was in reverse. There is only one light was in reverse. Someone needs to know that they need to transform. There is only one light. Darkness is just the absence of light. Light is sought after and extraordinary. We seek clarity of light, the lightness of being, and the light bulb moments. Light bypasses the analytical mind and takes us straight into loving wisdom. It is time for you to step into your shining light and be illuminated. Let light in. Today is the day to release any disturbance in your energy. Happiness will come naturally unless you do something to prevent it from happening. Release all that is stopping happiness from flowing into your world, and it will appear before you. It seems too easy, but it is truly that simple. Until you release this, you remain connected to the belief that struggle is required. Perhaps more respected, lessons laden paths. We often take on the belief that if we struggle, others will think of us, more of us, and will appreciate more things. When you go against your soul, you move away from your brightness. The darkness is a sign it is time to feel your way back into your heart and soul. And these came in reverse. Somebody is thinking everything always goes wrong. Nothing ever goes right for me. Everything always goes wrong for me. They're not tuning in to their soul song, and they're living in the dark. And they need to turn this around to the upright and realize the vibrations that they give out to the universe is reflected back upon us. Somebody is in victim mentality, and somebody is definitely in blame mode. Let's find out why. Why? Because the Empress is happy. And somebody is like, what the hell? This person's life, this is what they're illuminating. Everything always goes wrong. My life is a disaster. This is self-sabotaging energy. Nothing ever works out for me. Nothing ever goes good for me. It's like a path of harsh lessons. A heavily laden path, but it is self-sabotaging energy. Nothing ever works out for me. Nothing ever goes good for me. Nothing ever, I always end up this. I always get that, God must hate me. God must hate me. This is blame, blame, blame. What's going on? Heavily laden path. This is a path of harsh, hard lessons. Someone's spying, judging, anger, bitterness, frustration. That's the path they have chosen. Oh, Jesus. This person, whatever they do, they end up hurting themselves. They hurt others. They are like, oh, I'm so heavily burdened. Oh my God, my life never turns out for me. Oh, this is a life of self-pityment. Harsh lessons. It's like the harder, it's a form of attention getting. What did it say in that book I just read? About, the harder that they make things for themselves, that people will see them, oh my God, my burdens are so heavy, I am so heavily laden. When all they have to do is transform. What did it say? Yeah. We often take on the belief that if we struggle, others will think more of us, and we will appreciate things more. But they're going against their soul. When you go against your soul, you move away from your brightness, and the darkness is a sign that it is time to feel your way back into your heart and soul. So that's what this person is doing. They are choosing a path, a heavily laden path, because they're under the belief that you've got to have struggle, because people will think of us like the more we struggle, the more difficulties we have, the more pain that we suffer, somehow that they will be thought of more or in a higher light. It's just like, oh, I got rejected, I got breadcrumbed, I need, they need to change their attitude. If everything is so dark, that's what you gotta change. No, someone's like, this is somebody who finds something wrong with everything and everyone. Oh, my family hurt me. This, everything goes wrong. Everything, no matter what I do, I try, it keeps going wrong, it goes wrong. They're making it happen. They're making it happen. It's self-sabotage. And they keep repeating the same cycles over and over and over again. It's their thoughts. They're in denial. And this was, oh my God, I'm hurt. My family's hurt me. This has hurt me. That has hurt me. They point out everything that has gone wrong. Everything always messes up for me. It doesn't matter what I touch. It doesn't matter what I do. I always end up getting hurt. I always end up this way or that way. They are projecting that out into the universe. And the universe will respond accordingly. It's a sign. If everything is this dumb, gloom, suffering, that's an invitation to change it. It's an invitation to step into the light. It's a trick. It's like, it is feel sorry for me. It's pity, self-pitying. And you're too balanced for this. You're a leader, you're not a follower. You are independent, you are confident, and you trust your intuition here. And this person is playing the victim. Get out of the dark. Get out of the dark. That's all they got to do. Get out of the dark. Take their power back. Build on a solid foundation. Put in the work, but they need to get out of the dark. They're digging a pit for their own soul because they're not listening to their soul. And then it's like they're not listening to their soul. They're not. They're just not listening to their own soul. They're in victim mentality. Feel sorry for me. I work so hard at this and this happened and that happened. That's all they got to do is get out of the dark. And when they're not listening to their soul, they are in the dark. because they're not listening to their soul. Their soul is in love with this high priestess. Their soul loves this high priestess. But they don't trust love. They don't. So they sabotage it because it never works out for them. Because this always happens to them. Because they're always the victim. Because they are always the ones that end up getting hurt, but they don't realize that it's them causing the hurt. Not listening to their soul. Their soul wants to love unconditionally. Their soul knows that this is true. But their mind tells them all this horrific story. And they stay stuck. And then eventually the person walks away. Because they're looking for like emotional fulfillment. I mean, we're creatures that are designed. We have to take our soul path. We have to listen to our souls. And our souls bring us to the light. So this is what this high priestess has done. Followed their soul. What their soul told them to do. And now this person sits over here, yet they did everything in their frickin' power to sabotage it. They reinforced what they already told their soul was going to happen. They sabotaged it. They did everything in their freaking power to sabotage the relationship. They did. Because that's what their soul was projecting out. That's what their soul was projecting out. No. The self-pity. I'm going to get cheated on. I'm going to get my heart broken. My family broke my heart. I've been hurt by everyone I've ever met. I'm going to end up rejected. It's going to end up in a disaster. Oh, it's a heavy burden. Woe is me. Woe is me. This person is doing the woe is me. Yet, they did everything in their power to sabotage this union. I'm going to cheat on them before they cheat on me. I'm going to hurt them before they hurt me. I'm not going to be this person. I'm going to do the damage and I'll make them walk away. Subconsciously, they made you walk away. They pushed you the hell away. So they could play poor me. Look at me. Look at all I've been through. Oh my God, I've wasted so much time and energy on this relationship and then they walked away on me and I loved them and that's what this person is doing. Woe is me, but they are making it happen. Yet they don't like being in the dark. They don't like the darkness, but they don't want to do what it takes to change it around to be in the light. And their life is going to be a perpetual disaster because they're in that mentality. Their life is they're perpetuating their own karma. They are making happen by the things that they tell themselves is going to happen. But in actual fact, they did everything in their power to make that happen. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to hurt them. I'm not going to be this. I'm not going to be this. I'm not going to be that. I'm going to do to them before it gets done to me, so that I can tell other people how much I've been through. My trials, my tribulations, they fucking made it happen. They basically rejected true love because believing that it was going to turn out that way. Stubborn, insecure. Well, I'll just go and I'll get another lover then. You know, that'll make me happy. But the Empress wouldn't. Yeah, woe is me. I'm sorry, for crying out loud. Woe is me. You put in the work of a page. You can't bring no page energy to an Empress. You cannot. This person is woe is me. Although their soul said this Empress is gonna make them grow, although their soul told them that this Empress would make their soul alive and was light and bring them into the lightness, they did this bullshit. Woe is me. So they could tell other people all the tragedies they've been through, how hard they worked on something, how exhausting this is, how I was hurt. They made it happen. Yes, they did. I'm getting mad at this person. They're so full of shit. So they go take on this other lover. And then they sit and regret. Woe is me, I'm heavily burdened. Everything is messing up. Everything is going wrong. Oh my God, my life's the shits. I'm losing all my money. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Woe is me, poor me, poor me, poor me. So that they can talk to their friends and their family, and so everybody feels sorry for them. It's a perpetuating drama. I don't know how they got into that energy, but it's played out time after time after time. For attention! So that people think more favorably upon them. Oh my God, I can't believe this reading. So instead of being with somebody who their soul told them to be with, someone who would help them grow, unconditional love, they wouldn't have had any of these burdens, they wouldn't have had any of these problems. They go into like panic mode. What do you mean I don't got to do any work here? Like, I don't have to like have 10 burdens here? Their soul or their spirit went into panic mode. They did. They chose someone who they were going to have a burdensome path with, so they could do the woe is me and get attention and sympathy from people around them. Can you believe it? Oh, I'm going bankrupt. Oh, I lost this. I lost the Empress. I lost this person. Take it as it resonates. Emperor, Empress. I lost this person. But they did everything in their fucking power to drive this person away. I'll cheat on him. I'll do this. I'll do that. I'll do the other thing. I'll lie. I'll cheat. I'll test, 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 test. Do they still love me? Oh, they walked away. I told you they didn't love me. I knew it all along. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. That's what they call self-sabotage. They're not going to love me. They truly don't love me. They're going to end up doing this anyway. They're going to end up walking away on me anyway. So they're going to end up cheating on me. They're going to end up doing this. They're going to end up doing that. So I'm going to make that happen. I am. I'm going to cheat on them and I'm going to hurt them before they hurt me. I'm going to, so that, I can complain and get attention from other people to feel sorry for me. Hello? They take on a heavily laden path when they could have had it made in the shade, in the sun, so that they could get attention from other people. Oh my God, man, that must be so hard. Oh my God, this must be such a hard thing to go through. Oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear what you're having to deal with. That's their option. They could have chose to heal. They could have chose to empower themselves. They could have chose the light instead of this woe-begotten energy this person's feeling sorry for themselves in. They pushed this Empress away. They pushed them away. Due to their own fear. They could have freed themselves. They could have had their blessings. Instead, what do? Choose the path of least resistance. Something that is familiar to them. Pain, suffering, and agony. Looks like this high priestess says, I'm suffering no more. No. You want to push me away? You want to block me out of your life? Well, hell, I'll go. Bye. Shock. Oh my God. You mean you don't want a life of heavy burdens? You don't want a life of drama? You don't want a life of misery? This Empress is like, no, I want a peaceful life. I want to enjoy my life. And if I don't have it with you, I'll find it for myself. Now they're jealous. Now they're stuck. They're stuck in a perpetual loop. I don't even think this person realizes what they're doing. Do you know that? They're so used to doing what they do so that they can talk to their buddies and their friends and their family members and go, oh man, bummer that this person walked out on you. Oh, just no, but they chose to go, deliberately chose to go to somebody who they would have a heavily laden path with, knowing perfectly well that they were going to have a heavy road to travel here. But they are comfortable there because they can bitch about it, they can complain about it, they can pull on the sympathy act, the woe is me act, and perpetuate it all over again. That's what Spirit's saying. Told you, they live in a land of denial. A hopeless situation. I have no hope. Oh my God, my life is a disaster. And I'm comfortable here. You were loyal. Meditation, bringing out the beauty in you and the growth. You had to let this person go. Look. Why would they let go of something so beautiful that comes around in their life to take a life of suffering? When they had fulfillment, all they had to do is be honest, and all they had to do was step into their warrior energy. That is all they had to do. This person went to somebody, either of course they are, because they're familiar there. It is the woe is me, the poor is me, feel sorry for me, the woe is me, and your person is in that energy. Either it's your person or the person that they're with. Yet their soul told them that you were honest, that you were fulfillment, that you were the most beautiful thing you could have helped them to grow. Someone is just like, see? Deceit, lust, over love. Because I told you, they're comfortable in chaos. That's what Spirit's saying. They have learned to be comfortable with chaos. You are uncomfortable for this person. You're uncomfortable to them. There's nothing you can't handle. There's nothing you can't deal with. There's nothing that you can't handle or fix. So they go to somebody who needs fixing. Oh my goodness. Sullen, woe-begotten, freaking energy. I think I would croak of depression over there. I'm sorry. Has no hope. Human beings are very complex. They are. When it's so simple. Mastery. You have learned the spiritual lesson. You've done the work and abundance flows to you. This is an addiction. Affecting this relationship. And I believe this is codependency, and I believe that this is addicted to drama. Childhood wounds. You were giving too much in this relationship. Do you know how being around that kind of energy pulls you down? You cannot manifest in that energy. How could you stand to wake up every morning and go to bed every evening in depression? Finding something wrong. Choosing a heavy laden path. For attention. Someone is addicted to drama. And then they get angry. Well, stay there. You got two choices here. They can stay in that energy, or they can choose to change it. In the meantime, I don't want to enable it. It's either your person who's in that energy or the person that they're around. But your person is also like that, so they can tell everybody who they're with and how troublesome it is to be there. I know. They could choose differently. They could. Let's hope and pray one day they do. Take care.